What are you talking about? I haven't been
Yeah.
possessed like you guys.
No, you're gonna be the
I've
BBG
been
one day,
possessed.
okay? And
I've
I
been
can't give
cursed.
you.
That's true.
I'd say you've been cursed.
I've been cursed. I came out of it on the other side though.
Um,
Fought off being cursed.
I just want a bag of holding. Gamble again.
Try it again. Do it.
It's 500 gold. This is how they're getting us. I just got my monies.
You literally have 17,000 gold. You're fine.
Yeah, it's gonna run out any
You
day
got
now.
17k. Buy the most. No, don't do that.
You're
Said
fine.
fuchsia has a chance for it, but if I return the fuchsia item,
I
then
bet you get it with a cyan.
cyan doesn't have it.
Oh.
Right? You said fuchsia, black, and amber.
And you have a chance. Probably have a chance with those three.
Okay, well, a fuchsia bag. We gotta go. We gotta go, guys.
Take the.
Please take your time.
58 in the fuchsia bag.
Oh my god.
See what it gets.
Remove 1,000 gold here. I gotta save enough for this tattoo, okay? I don't want to like.
Was it?
58.
Yeah.
Why? Is it another earworm?
It's a wand of entangle.
Oh.
Hate it. Hate it.
Why?
Return it. I return it for a reroll in the lower bag.
Okay.
Lower bag.
Yep.
Oh, it just.
It's going on, babe.
What? Am I like dancing around it? Am I so
No,
close?
I.
What am I gonna do with a wand of entangle?
Look over here.
I'm not look. I'm looking at you. 4. I get it.
It's a potion of greater healing.
Ah! Well, okay, I'll keep that. I'm not gonna ever turn down one of those. Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye.
Make so much money off.
You know how you could get a bag of holding?
Oh.
Don't worry, it's so haunted out.
You. Are we ready for the council meeting?
Did I pull from the black bag?
Black, yeah. Alright, roll and tell me what you roll.
Okay. Sorry, it's loading the page.
Mages Guild has to have bag of holdings. We can breed that.
Rolls his third bag of holding.
I was gonna say if he gets in a bag of holding, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's 22.
I've been wanting one.
Potion of fire breathing.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take it.
You're gonna catch your fur on fire.
I want to, but I don't have enough gold. I really don't.
A mummy rot antidote in here, and I thought that was kind of fun.
You know, I've got that mummy amulet.
I got this wish here.
I got this wish. Can we trade it for a bag of holding? It's funny.
How bad do you want the bag of holding?
Oh, not that bad. I'll fucking have an aneurysm.
Kate will gamble that shit away until she gets amber.
Alright, are we ready to go?
I wish I could pull from the Imperial bag.
Yeah, same.
Quickshot do his change out that he wanted to.
And we're gonna go over that after the session, though.
Okay. But essentially, he did do it. Just hasn't fully like fixed it until afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
But does anyone want to swap anything? Any stats? Any spells? Any class features? Anything?
I had this dilemma last time. I think I want to keep commune though.
That's so good.
I know.
I know swapping spells is big for the sorcerer.
Yeah.
No. I can learn one 6th level spell, but I really wanted to learn my own spell, so I took that instead. So I'm just upcasting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on it now.
It was between commune and summon celestial.
Swap out a different spell.
But those are like iconic for me, so I like those.
Yeah.
And you can swap out like any other level of spell you got.
That's also a good point, but these are like necessities. My other ones, need these on a day-to-day. Healing word, can't get rid of that. Shield need. Honestly, I could probably get. Shield brings me to 21. That's kind of high. I thought it was like 18, 19.
We can always come back tomorrow.
Yeah, Misty.
Yeah,
Sure.
think
Fireball
about
I
it.
need. Fireball I need. Haste dimension.
Fireball!
Yeah, they're all. I need these also. No, I can't. That's it. Those are all my versatile things.
So we're off to the council meeting.
I think so.
I didn't
See,
have polymorph.
the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So we may be coming back. Tattoos
The
on
next day,
tomorrow.
yes. Tomorrow.
On tomorrow.
Oh no. Okay. Council meeting it is.
Heading back to the capital. You guys get ambushed by goblins.
No, we do not.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
Shut up.
He really just wants to fight. Come on.
I ignore them and I keep walking.
I finger pistol 2 times.
Take 'em all!
And then that's it.
Okay. So, turning back to the capital, you guys make your way to the castle, and make your way to the usual meeting area for council meetings.
Yay.
Okay. At the council meeting, you have King Garen, Moira, Mika, Violet,
The fuck is that?
Record Master,
Okay.
Ivan, and Muttridge.
There's Nissa, the records master.
I've got Violet. Is that wrong?
I have to check my notes.
The ones I have written down, they're on my notes page for my wizard thing is Nissa, the records master, Keyleth, the spy master, Ivam, coin master, Magus master is Merlum, and battle master is Minka.
This
think
sounds
there-
right. Violet didn't sound right.
Yeah.
I think there's
What's the
another
name
one.
again?
Maybe Violet was her last name.
Nissa?
I had Nissa Lightridge for the
Yeah,
records master. Unless she was
Lightridge, right.
unless she was only a temporary one, and Violet was the
That's
actual
right.
record master. I do feel like there was a couple of these, a couple people we haven't met yet that were a part of the council that just weren't not available at the last ones.
The
We've
only
met
one
them.
that you haven't met and has never been to any of the council meetings is the shipmaster.
Is the shipmaster? Damn. I mean, I guess that would make sense because there's no ships around right now at the main kingdom, probably. Kind of would be.
You know that the shipmaster was sent out early in the campaign when they were having problems with the pirates.
Yeah.
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 Ivan Palador, Master Nissa Lightridge, Record Keeper.
Ivan Calidor is the coin master, and I don't have the last names of all the rest of them yet. We just have Keyleth, Merlin, and Minka. Unknown last names. Okay, so everyone is pretty much there.
And then just to make sure we bring Uriel, Keyleth, or not Keyleth, Nyef, and people too.
Yes.
Uriel will be there before you guys.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Naev wanted Maple there as well?
Why not?
Okay.
He did some shit too.
Oh. Are you bringing? Is it right here? Okay. They do their typical sort of like greetings, and everyone comes down. Yes.
Okay.
Where to start?
I mean, the last time I came back, I kind of filled in King Garen a little bit of what we were doing when I came back by myself, and we got that letter for you. So he kind of knows a little bit. The rest of it, I mean, if you want to fill him in on.
Well, to start, sure, Lord Warborne may have spoken with you about this, but I feel everyone should see it. We're somewhat successful in the north, and she'll display the sword for them all. We've acquired the Sommer sword, although the cost was not great.
Mega audibly gasps.
Make sure to not take my hand off of it. Acquiring the sword, however, seemed to be keeping the Dark Lord at bay, so he's now fully returned to his physical body. Now we have what can slay him, so
More audible gasps.
yes.
But with that, though, there is somewhat good that came out of that. There is a divide in the Phantom Brotherhood.
All 13 members made an appearance at the. Well, really, it was a race to acquire the sword. It seemed that they wanted it as well. Fortunately, we were able to take it from. Well, or Tedric seemed to be the candidate for acquiring it on their end. But yes, there are politics in the Brotherhood that we may be able to exploit. Trying to think of what else we need to tell them.
The wall was under attack, obviously. After that, we were on our way back.
Our companion Maple witnessed firsthand. He was there for the assault on the wall with Lord Qatar Selhanadel leading the assault and making it known his ties to the Dark Lord. What he says.
A lot of information. Garen having more information and giving some of it to them, but there's still a lot of information. Inca says have more information on team members of the family.
Oh yes, we saw them all. Have any
capabilities?
Very diverse. I'll go through every class that we think that they are. Give them all physical descriptions. Abilities we did see, the blood magic.
Especially the blood magic.
Yeah, especially the blood magic. The Draco Rider, all of them. Yeah, give them a full description of the Brotherhood.
Definitely Tedric.
Along with Tedric. Full description of the Dark Lord and what happened when he got up, which was scary, but kind of allowed us the moment to get the fuck out. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention this. I will also tell them We recovered the body of the hero of Asherland, and would like to have a proper burial. I don't feel like I should bring the body and put it on a table or anything, but we have it. Didn't want to leave him there any more than he'd already been. But
There is a gravesite for him. It has always been empty. We put him there.
the sword likes it. We'll tell them the sword is sentient. I forgot everything we did up there.
That means it can talk and it knows.
Was defended. So the elves went back to Sahanadel.
Maple will give the full description of like what he saw with guitar and sword he wielded and the form he took and all that shit. And then his body's gone, so he's presumably not dead. But and then we can back it up. We know he had a contract with the Dark Lord, and I guess he can share the news that Qatar's wife is also dead because hadn't made it back here in time for that. But
we can also say that we know Qatar probably is not dead just because we've seen one of the Phantom Brotherhood come back to life because we fought him once, killed him, and now he's back alive again. So, the wall does have a temporary enchantment illusion on it right now to kind of help deter, but it'll be done within a couple days. So.
Sounds like of luck for us. The elves are currently in civil war.
yes.
The Dark Lord. How ready did he seem to launch an assault?
Honestly, I couldn't say.
We left pretty quickly after we collected the bones and the sword. We had to leave pretty quickly.
You can tell them all about Drakengard and like all the armies and the towers and stuff we saw there. I don't know how ready those armies are, but numbers are huge. I remember them being really big.
I mean, they also have dragons too.
I mean, we did manage to kill one dragon, so they're down one, but yes, they do have at least 2 dragons at their disposal as well.
Specifically, black dragons.
Presumably, it will take a little bit of time as he's just gained his body. He was pulling strings, I don't know, from another realm. Kind of look at Varlin. I think the dream world.
Actually,
made it here.
there is a. Fuck, never mind. I can't do it. Okay, I don't have the spell prepared. Never mind. I was gonna say I could use shape water and kind of show the image that we saw when we left of the Dark Lord and the Phantom Brotherhood, but I don't have that spell right now.
From our intelligence, it always seemed that the forces of the Dark Lord to the north were a bit, I say, scattered, but not very strongly unified.
Means they can be soon if their leaders
I
go
would
back.
expect that to change in the very near future.
I have a feeling that, yes, that change soon. Which means need allies.
Thorin.
Have the dwarves, correct?
Yes, partially. They will be sending shipments of equipment here very soon. Bodies not so much, as they are still
They're still
fighting.
with their own war, as we're speaking.
A third of their kingdom's still taken over, and they're fighting Arcadia still. They can send supplies for now.
Any allies anywhere else? The elves or
This is a long shot, but there's possible other metallic dragons around. Might be able to appeal to them, but we have to find them first. I don't know where they are. I gotta lead.
More.
What's the land called?
And I will tell you. She'll tell them of Kravalik.
Traveling, right.
That turned Arcadia away and may have
In the ring, I have a member
dragons.
of one of their orders. It's called Dracomelius, and they hunt down chromatics. I'm sure if we appeal to them somehow, we could hopefully they'd lend us some aid. But
The only other thing we can do right now is between information that we can get from both Keyleth and from Moira, see which of the two cities right now are worse off that we can help alleviate some bodies there, essentially. So depending on if the Mages Guild needs a lot more help, we can go there, alleviate some of the pressure from them so they can send bodies for what you guys need, or go to Esterport and help alleviate that army that's over there.
Yeah, we feel we may be able to help with the immediate issue here and maybe pay up those resources for things to come.
I tell you the status. Currently, the Mages Guild are setting up their assault for Esterport.
Ooh.
We are sending and south to help
Back against
Nessa. They're currently under siege, but holding out. Ask you all, what do you think is the best move for Preliolux here?
I think we're starting to wonder if we need to turn our attentions more towards Arcadian direction. In addition to Sahana Dell, seeing as how close they are, but
I mean, if we
might
focus
have a moment.
two cities first.
is Merlin going to
The
be
others
assaulting
here
Esterport?
will. Sorry, say again?
Is Merlin going to be helping in the assault on Esterport?
Yes.
I say
That's
we
what
break
the
the
mages-
siege on the southern city then.
Will they take Esterport?
Exactly.
We go to Sinesta?
Do we know anything about who's the siege master there?
Like who from
Do we know
Arcadia?
any information on the Arcadian in charge?
In charge, no.
The city hasn't been taken, they're still fighting.
And they're still on their warships at sea, or are they in the town? Or they're out around the town, I should say.
They have control of Esterport, so the seas in that area are theirs. However, Sinesta is a bit inland, so the ships there aren't as useful.
So it's not,
as-
it's more of a ground war there.
Yes.
Perfect, I hate water. Okay.
So if we helped break Sinestro, like break
Could
that,
then pincer Esterport with the mages and maybe potentially take Esterport after that.
Yeah,
'Cause then
I
they-
trust Merlin because he is the master of Magus, right? I mean, I trust him to do what he has to do. I'm sure he's not an idiot, so he knows he's gonna win that. Well, chance of winning it.
But
Worst
we
case, if he doesn't, we can go there. We'll be
Yeah.
close.
I mean, I guess it depends because we help send more bodies and more focus all attention on one area instead of splitting right now like they are. So it depends on, do we want them to split their focus still as we're trying to take over a sieged city, or make it so they can focus all in one area?
I think we let them do what they need to do and we take Sinesta. Maybe if Asherland can take both cities in one fell swoop, that would be really detrimental to Arcadia.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we go break the make it so Sinestro is good to go, and then we just go and help with the siege at Esterport.
I think we can take Sinesta.
Yeah.
Help.
Well, that also help them
They have
focus
a
on.
dragon too.
Good.
Plus, the
Um,
Mages Guild may have more information about the metallic dragons than because of the library and everything. So we may be able to get more information needed, especially about the land and everything from that time in that area.
So some of the other council members will weigh in
mhm.
here. Would give their advice here. Moira will say, we need to focus on getting more allies. Now, Esterport and Sinesta, that's something that the armies can handle. Really, Lux is more of a special unit. You guys are afforded the opportunity to go places that the main armies cannot. I suggest you find this place, Kravalik. See if there are allies worth getting there. Menka will say, I agree with this Foulblood here. The armies can handle Esterport and Sinesta. What we need is to get the leadership here. We need someone to go to Arcadia. Chop off the beast's head. Take out the leadership in Arcadia. Actively help Esterport, Nesta. Nissa disagree, as need to help as many people and now. Home at hand is Esterport and Sinesta, and that needs to be handled quickly, and we can move from there. Ivam will say, we need supplies badly. The dwarves that are sending equipment will have a harder time getting to Asherland
Because they moved through
if
Selhanadel.
they have to pass through Selhanadel, or at least pass by it. If we can liberate Selhanadel, that will not only possibly give us allies there, but make it easier for shipments to get to Asherland from the dwarves.
And break the Dark Lord's hold in Selhanadel. He controls that.
Keyleth, simply remind you all of an idea that Merlin had a very long time ago for the East. It's rumored that there was an ancient kingdom there, has long fallen. I believe several powerful artifacts still remain. Very dangerous, but could possibly be fruitful. Suggesting you do it, she's just reminding you that Merlin is he's crazy, but he was totally a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She got the insider
Garen
information.
King Garen will just look to Lux and
Trust us to make a decision.
I've trusted you all before.
We can go any way with that. So,
I like Keyleth and Moira's idea.
I mean, between, I mean,
Sorry if I fucked everything up you guys were talking about before.
A little, but it's okay.
It's all good. I
It-
like these so much, dude. I like them. I
It
like one
definitely-
more. I'm not gonna lie.
it did just add one more on top of it. But so between Moira,
Damn.
Keyleth, and Ivam, it depends on how we want to do it because, as it was stated before, with Qatar being outed and this, Tharvol's going to look to Keyleth on this one. With Qatar being outed and is no longer in rule of Sahanadel, there is no ruler of Sahanadel right now, unless.
Oh, I don't think we can presume that he's not in charge. He's alive, right?
As of right now, if he's been outed, it depends. So if he's been outed and they know he essentially, it essentially depends because we know Eos and Kareem went back
Yeah, the boys
toward
went.
Lauren, yeah. I don't think we can assume that Sahanadel is leaderless at
They
all.
went to the Druid Grove, which is where the resistance was kind
I mean,
So-
just because he's outed doesn't mean that they were able to like refuse his rule. Like, if he has an iron fist on the place, like even
Or-
if he is outed, they could just
Yeah.
be like too scared to make any claim for the throne.
Or
Like
they agree
could
with
just
him.
still be like, yeah, it's him.
Yeah, because I mean, in his mind, he's doing this for the safety of Sahanadel, aligning himself with the Dark Lord. People may agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
He's certainly still in charge. There's no way.
I would say it depends ultimately on if he fully went back to Sahanadel and is working out in the open, or if he's still working behind the scenes. In this case, because a lot of people saw him die, they may not know he is alive. But
We
with
saw him by us, our side.
Eos,
Yeah.
Ship.
I wouldn't really say a lot of people saw him.
with Eos and Kareem being there, we may be able to finish Sahanadel and finish it up at least. Which then, at that point, either way, if we take Qatar out fully, Sahanadel won't have a full-on leader for the full time.
If we
Because
take Qatar out and his wife is dead, we install the Luthien twins. What their names are, right? Luthien? Yeah.
do it this way,
Baron and Luthien. What?
based
Actually,
on
technically, you need to be
on
installed.
Sahanadel's law, I would be the next in line if we go that route. But I can put and this is where Tharvol is going to look towards King Garen and Keyleth and be like, technically, if we take Qatar out and his wife is dead, I would be the next in line for Sahanadel's ruler. But we could put the twins as proxies essentially for now to serve as leaders of Sahanadel, and they would be able to, depending on how severely damaged the I can't think of the word right now. Not the relationship, but essentially the people are and everything like that. They could possibly also help with supplies with the dwarves. So it could benefit both ways with supplies and maybe personnel later on.
And surely with you in charge, it would
Be better, but tricky. There's obviously still going to be a break and a division in the people. But
Because there's definitely gonna be a break of, because
you know what might heal that break?
Regardless, it would at least open up a trade route for
Yeah.
the dwarves.
Yeah.
Regardless if the people are split.
I wonder
I
if
still see it
restoring
as a
the
win-win.
grove.
well,
Yeah.
yes and no. If the people are split, down the middle essentially, and if people go with how Qatar wanted, it may still make it harder for them to get their shipments down. So if they had a unified ruler that they've
Yeah, but it would have to be if the people were like it would have to be like majority split one way for it to be something that's becomes like difficult as far as like trade goes. And even that, like it's like you have people monitoring a trade. It's not like fucking the whole town is just available to what's passing through. Like, yeah, you might have a couple of shipments that are attacked, but it's still better than not have being able to pass anything through there.
Let's pull in the curtain on. Qatar is lying, right, to secure power. If we pull the curtain on that, then that might, whatever. Political division aside, securing Salhanadel is certainly none of these options are bad options.
Or we can actually go and help the Mages Guild, because if they have a powerful enough mage that can teleport, they can go to Kendor and teleport the supplies to the kingdom instead of trying to traverse them there. So we can essentially knock out two with one in that situation.
Astroport would still need to be taken for them to.
Well, it would still be taken eventually, yes. But if we took the Mages Guild and send one of it, and this is where maybe Moira would have more information on, is if they have powerful enough mages for teleportation, obviously, that are still alive, or that would be able to teleport the supplies back and forth, because then King Thorin, fuck, I can't remember right now. I have to look back at my notes.
Thorin.
Yeah, Thorin.
Yeah. Either way, he would have a mage there to be able to teleport everything here, so we would relieve two things at once. Plus, then supplies would get here quicker.
I will say, I do not think it a smart idea to take any of our more powerful mages and send them to
Delivery duty.
delivery duty.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they will be more helpful somewhere.
Well, if we want to head to Kravalik, which is north of Arcadia, we ourselves would probably have to go through Salhanadel. So maybe Salhanadel be
What?
the first stop.
What's
That's a
this
good
business
idea.
about the East? When did Merlin mention that about to you guys? To us?
A long time ago, and if I'm being honest, I really want to go there. But
Are you satisfied that we're gonna be enough? Because we got our butts collectively kicked like a
Yeah.
couple days ago. Are you sure?
Still here.
Do you? Because I'm not. I always thought, we're strong. We can kick the Brotherhood's butts. We've done it before. I don't feel like that anymore, at all. I think we should take the lead first before. I know we're at war, but before the Dark Armies march on us and the real war starts, we need to
you
get
want to
ready.
go to the east?
I think we need to get ready. Any lead that could help us or the city in a big way like that, like an artifact. An artifact's not a normal item, as
No,
far
it's
as I
not.
know. My old teacher used to tell me about him. He only knew about 2.
Would Tharvol know, being as old as he is, like what Merlin was talking about? I can't remember if I asked about that, or like any history of these artifacts.
How old is Tharvol?
106.
Me a history check.
23.
Nice.
I have a +10, so
Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully it's enough.
It's probably a high DC.
Yep.
most likely.
I'm hoping it's not 25.
I was thinking 25, 30 probably. Kind of something. The name of the island or something.
We are
crazy.
pretty well traveled. I don't know if that matters at all.
this map? I gotta look at this.
So I'll tell you. The records that the elves keep are often elven-centric. However, they do keep track of histories, kingdoms, and relations in the area. There is a very specific lack of it in that area.
Ooh.
May I just offer this? The last item that we thought was like going to, that we focused efforts on, and we thought it was gonna solve the problem of the Dark Lord, ended up kind of freeing him, right? So, can't really just go off of whatever information that we collected because we don't know exactly what type of advantage or disadvantage is going to bring us. I do think we could focus on the facts and reinforce our men out there, get them the supplies that they need, maybe even gain some allies. In the process, I think right now heading to Salhanadale sounds like the best option to me.
If Varlin asks Clarion, maybe
He can hear you.
Clarion may. If Clarion knows anything about what's in the East, because he's been alive for a while, that's probably something he has seen or knows about. Maybe Clarion could also give more insight on it.
Or possibly a different question. We know it's been some time, but I mean, the affairs of mere mortals, something that Draco Milos would even engage in. Their mission is to fight evil chromatic dragons, yes, but they ultimately care about largely a human war.
But it's not really a full human war. That's the other
I
issue.
said largely a humanoid war. You get the point. Like a people's war. Would they care about that?
They might if we
Yeah.
entice them with black dragons being involved in it.
Could wish Clarion back and send them out to Kravalik, see what he can find.
I mean, he may know if we ask him, like fully on, like, hey, these artifacts in the East and from this fallen kingdom, do you happen to know anything about it?
It's not the Cerulean Kingdom, right? Cerulean Kingdom was a desert.
Yes, that was the Great Waste
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making
thing
sure.
we
So-
stumbled upon.
Maybe Clarion may have some insight on it, being as he's.
If you open the map on World Anvil,
Okay.
you can see it to the east of Asherland. You can see
Oh yeah.
there's ruins of an ancient.
Wrong campaign. Holy shit. I don't want the Cloverfields and Nimble Digits. 1 second.
So Clarion may have information.
What's the link to the
I have yours saved. I don't
That's
know why I
a
don't have
handout.
this one saved.
World Anvil? I see it.
It's not the one you can. Yeah, the map is there. You can click it, but if you scroll down a little bit, the World Anvil's there.
So it's that island that's all the way on the very far right.
Right, yep.
So there is an island there. Yeah. They're talking about isn't an island. It's attached to Asherland.
Oh, I thought we had to go all the way to that island, Nestia, or whatever. Okay, that's much closer than I was thinking.
Keith will sort of point out with light that The plan, Merlin's plan. He's very fond of Hail Marys.
Yes, I am.
And
That's true.
if Aurelia looks that route, all of the other situations
We'll get
in the
pro
world
worse.
not necessarily get worse. They will progress as they will. Without your intervention. So there's a chance that they do get worse.
I guess it also depends though, because we could go to the island, and if nothing turns out there, we can easily just teleport over to Sahandel. So instead
And
of
if you
having,
give the map to Keyleth, she can show you where Kravalik is.
I've
That's what I meant, Nayef.
travel look, that's
That's very far.
yeah, I know that's very far, but that's the one place they're talking about, the Varlin.
Yep.
Yeah, Volcano Ring Mountains. Yep,
Well, that's Draco Milas, right? Not
Oh,
the
it's the same place, most
Travelek
likely.
is the
because
geographical location.
they said that the one Merlin's talking about is an island, so I'm guessing
Yeah,
that's
no.
either.
Oh, no.
Not the
It's not
island.
an island. It's not an
It's-
island. It's the ruins right next to Asherland. You see it?
That's
Oh.
there.
I don't know what Cren's stamp CI is.
I don't know. That's what I've been thinking it was this whole time. Now I'm like, what the fuck is over there?
Maybe that's a whole.
That's where the Conqueror's
That's-
from,
yeah.
guys.
Maybe
But-
that's some
It's not. The Conqueror's from heaven.
post-campaign adventures or something.
Conqueror's
yeah,
my dad.
I guess it
that
really.
area, these people here don't know too much about. Shipmaster could probably tell you a bit about it, though.
So I guess it really depends on how it goes, because we could go for these items and try it, and also travel to where maybe Draco Milas may be at. So we could probably hit two of those areas at once and try to find us allies at the same time.
Draco Milas is northwest.
Yeah,
These
they're in
ruins
two
are
opposite
east.
directions.
Yeah, they're like
I do suggest
totally opposite.
That's why I
whether
said
we
the wish.
choose the east or Kravalik, we hit something on the way. If we choose Kravalik, we should hit Silhanadel. If we choose the east, we should hit Sinesta. At least try to kind of on the way.
I guess it really does depend on which is more important in this situation. I feel like going east would probably benefit us more in this area, because at least in Sahanadel, we know the twins are there, and they already know what to expect, and they already know what they're doing. Essentially, with
west.
west. If we go west, we would help Sahanadel with the twins essentially, and that would take care of that in one swoop. But if we go east, we go to the Majors Guild. The twins could essentially take care of Sahanadel. If the need arises for us to go there, we could just easily just teleport there and help out if the need comes up. Because I have the ability. I have obviously the teleportation circle, things like that, so we can easily get there if they truly need help. So we could just rely on them. If they need us, we can go
Mm-hmm.
in an instant. So I say we go east, help the Majors Guild, and if needed, go to Sahandel. But getting the items
East-
might help us out.
Mage's Guild is south. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they're.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
At the same time, if we wait to go to Sahaladel, and Qatar is still in power and is still able to use the forces there, we're kind of giving him a long time to prep for our attack. If we go now, then
But who's to say a
we
bunch
might
of Brotherhood
catch him
members
a
aren't
little
going to be
bit.
there and take us again?
I mean, there
13
might
won't
be
be there.
there might be forces there, but it's not like they're prepped for us specifically, right? They're prepped for an attack, but not prepped for us to come in.
No, but the
and
heavy
attack.
hitters are probably prepped for us.
Because black can't.
Either way, we're gonna have heavy hitters though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want something to hit them back with.
We're gonna have to
There's
face
no
the Brotherhood
guarantee that we're gonna
eventually.
get some item that's
I know,
that's
but
just
the
gonna
chance.
smite these guys.
And the chance is better than nothing.
The last time we took a chance, it didn't work out too well. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't want to say any decision is a bad decision.
Yeah, we know.
yeah,
They're going to be all good decisions.
I'm not saying it's a bad decision, but I'm saying like, you
This is
know,
more of a question
as
of what
the
you guys
group
want to do.
came back.
I want to go
came
search
back with their
the
heads down. Like, it doesn't
abandoned
make.
kingdom. That sounds fun.
Is more curious of
I
items.
think too.
Because it's not just one item; it's multiple items.
An ancient civilization. Secrets older and darker than history. Can recall lie here.
So
To perhaps echo what has been said, there's a fair point in cutting off the head. We might not have to do too much in Salhanadel. It will be quite the fight. We know this. If we can kill Qatar, and if a couple of the Brotherhood members are there, we need to hunt them anyway. So if we can take out a few, 1, 2, 3, whatever, while we're there, all the better. That will, I would hope, delay any issues with the Dark Lord, open up the trade route. Because currently, if we leave that alone, the Dark Lord has an easy foothold in here on top of the Arcadian issue. Just a point. I don't think either route is bad myself either. As much as I am tempted by the mystery of the East, I'm still concerned with the known threats that we have.
yeah, I mean,
Seems like Quickshot is more.
if like let's say we go after, let's say we go after the two cities that really need help. Essentially, again, we could just teleport to Sahanadel when we're done. So we can relieve the armies, go to Sahanadel, because if we open up Esterport, if we open up Esterport, then they can get supplies back.
Close enough.
So they can get supplies from different
areas. All the way till 9. Are you still in your game?
Yes.
The only other thing to look at is, and I
know.
know maybe the
Aren't you supposed to have your materials?
Alyssa, please, for the love of God. Jesus Christ, sorry.
What music?
but we can also look at it as if we open up Esterport, they can get supplies back as well. Or, and I know maybe there may be some issues with it, but there is a whole nother city that could possibly help as well. That I know is full.
I think we're pretty clear on the ramifications of which path we decide. Really, we just need to pick a direction. We know if we take the south, we know what will happen. We know what will happen when we go to Silhanadel. We just have to pick one. Which one's more important? It sounds like Light is leaning towards Silhanadel. Varlin is leaning towards the east. Tharvol, do you have a preference?
I would say the south first because those are ones we know need immediate help. Sahanadel, we know, does not need immediate help right now.
Gotcha. Peyton, what do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the talking. We know. Fuck, man, I was hoping two of you would have the same choice,
Nope.
and then I would just go through
And I'm
majority.
stuck in my way.
I mean,
Do it. Break the tie.
I'm very tempted by East. However, I think I'm a fan of. I hate to whip out phrase like this, but shooting what's closest to the boat. I think we should take care of. And I don't have a preference of order necessarily. I think we need to take care of Silhanadel and the southern cities. And I think our next stop after one or both of those should be the East or Kravalik, depending on, of course, events.
or the east.
My initial preference was Sinesta and Esterport, but I will admit I think Light has some really good points, and I might change my mind.
No, Light does have good points.
You got
I'm
really good.
not against it, but
I still want to go to the east, but I think we should hit one of these places first. At least one of them before we go.
depending
Or
on
else.
which area, let's say the shipmaster, for example, we know he had all his ships and everything that he needed to help push Arcadia off. If we can help alleviate all of that, that gives a whole nother area of people that are able to help out in other areas. So, and did the shipmaster, I can't remember, did the shipmaster go to Esterport or towards the Sinestra?
The shipmaster was originally by White Sage.
Where the fuck is
It's all the way where the guilds usually are, but they're obviously busy.
Okay, so if we go
That's
there, so if we go to
We're not
that
going
area,
to White Sage. We're not going to White Sage. Shit is like so. No, these two cities are being what's being taken. We just know that's his last known location, right?
yeah, they're
This is
right
where
there.
the Midgey School
Sinestra,
is.
But we don't need to go to White Sage.
no, but if we, because he may be helping, either trying to go through Esterport, trying to help that
Talking
area.
about Merlin?
No,
Oh.
the shipmaster.
Oh.
Because he has all his ships and everything, and we need his information because he may know a little bit about the island over there that we're trying to go to.
It's not an island.
We're not going to the
Jesus
island.
Christ. That's the third time we said it. It's not an island. It's a fucking peninsula.
Going to the
It's on the mainland.
Either way, he's going to
Oh.
know information about it.
He might. We don't know. I think as much as I want to help Esterport and Sinesta, I think Light is right. I think helping Selhanadel will ultimately help that. Free up trade and potentially more people. Then maybe we go east. Gotta hit one of these things close to home first, though. Those can't be left ignored.
We could always just hit Sinestra and then Sahanadel.
Still have a
All
wish.
I'm saying
Literally still have a wish.
is that we got known knowns and known unknowns. All right.
Mhm. And I think I have to agree with Light. I think our first immediate thing is Selhanadel.
I think it just
Really,
makes sense.
I really want to go
for
south, but
the known knowns before we go
Yeah,
for
that's the most we know
unknown
about.
unknowns and the
Mhm.
things that we don't know.
You don't know. You don't know.
Those
You
are the
don't
most
know, you
exciting things.
Yeah, I really want to help the South, but I think he's right. I think helping Selhanadel helps the South. I think we know the most about what's happening in Selhanadel, and therefore are the most prepared.
And I wish Clarion back
And
now.
then we could go from there.
Wasn't a joke.
we wish Clarion back.
He
We
could
send
literally
him
go
in
to
one
Kravalik
direction.
right now. Literally can go there
I
today.
mean, we could go to I don't know. Wishing Clarion is not going to Kravlik is not dependent on Clarion. We
You're
could
right,
just
but
go
that's
there.
just one thing off the list.
We could also just send him to take
It's
one
not
of
like I
these
can't
areas
talk to him every single
real
day.
quick. You know, what if we wish him back and he goes to the tower?
He can go
He
fuck up some
fucking
pirates,
busts
bro.
shit
He can
down,
just go
right?
clear the
Like,
whole ocean, probably. The whole sea.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Most of
saying.
the sea,
I
not the whole
think
sea.
we would have to see what Clarion would want to do if he would
Clarion
feel
said he
so
wants to come back to
indebted.
life, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, but would he feel so indebted?
Well,
Who knows? What
don't
if
know
we
about
bring
all
him
that.
back for him to immediately be killed a week later in a war again?
What if we
that
bring
he
him
may or
back
may
and
not
it's just
care
Valley
about?
Ghosts? I know. There's all.
It could be.
Yep.
It could be. I don't believe it is,
Like
but it
Light
could
says,
be.
unknowns.
That is true. Unknown knowns. Yeah. Unknown unknowns. That's one of them unknown unknowns.
Damn it, Light! You're making me change my mind. Yeah, I think I'm voting for
You guys
Selhanadel.
do have a sand ship that can get you a good bit of the ways too. Also, Windlock.
Also, Windwalk. You're right. Also, teleport. Also.
Mhm.
But like these farther places like Kravalik, they're not as far as they seem.
Mhm.
I really think we need to help the southern cities first because they are the ones that actually need help right now. Sahanadel does not need help.
I just want a dragon.
As far as you know. You
Again,
don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we could have an immediate impact south, but again, Silhanadel will have some impact on the south, regardless. If we just help the south, it doesn't really other stuff. It's not a huge, boon, obviously, but
Help a
it's a
lot.
step.
It's gonna help a lot.
And basically, we have a bunch of moving targets. Like, we're gonna have to pick one and shoot, and just go from there. We have to pick something. We'll get to them all at some point.
Bring up south frees up more people. Bring up
King
the
Aaron,
Hanadel only does supplies from the dwarves. That's the thing there.
Well,
That's
hold on.
supplies.
What does the king say?
King Aaron will say, "Good night to think about it." We'll speak in the morning.
That is outside of character though, for sure. That is like the kingly version of "I'm tired of listening to you guys. Go away."
I mean, we're going back and forth a lot in the previous council meeting.
Okay, so but we do need before the meeting breaks up and everything. We do have a question for
We have a
Keyleth.
couple questions.
Yeah, a couple questions. Mostly, one of them's for Keyleth. If you would like to, Evangeline, as
Yes, we have two other not as pressing things to bring up, but maybe something to put on all of your radars. I feel like it sounds so stupid in comparison to what we're talking about. If anyone has any information or knowledge or history of what Sommerspire is built on, that may be of import.
Hill,
Not a hill.
large hill.
Tribal burial ground.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that. Secondly, I was hoping if there was any update on the spell circles that have been discovered around the kingdom. I know we're busy. I don't know if any progress has been made. Those books from that mage Serena. Anything. And I fear that it's connected to the Dark Lord, and I just hope there's something.
Moira will say that I've looked into it. These journal entries here, they depict a spell circle or circles encompassing our spire, underlying hamlets and towns. There are no spell circles in these areas. They're all like drawn somewhere. It seems to have been is more that she was performing sacrifices in these places to create a sort of spell circle. It doesn't actually
One large
have
one.
to be, yes, it doesn't actually have to be drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
She's not like drawing a line from one town to another town.
But kind of creating points of
so it's not
energy
like
or
Points of
Metal
chaos.
Of chaos.
points of chaos.
Oh, I read that book too. I remember. I wonder if I can hire some adventurers to go to the ruins for me.
For the other thing, I know we
Well,
have.
nothing has come of those points of chaos. Any
Unless someone was trying to continue her work
it was
in these
unfinished.
sacrifices that she was trying to make around the capital, will come of it.
I was afraid we'd come back and there'd be a giant crater here one day. So okay, good to know.
For Keyleth, I do have a question for Keyleth. We had a the tunnels and everything that are underneath the city. How well do you know all of those as the spy master?
Castle.
For the castle?
Yes. We had a earth elemental go down, just straight down, and found a point of no earth, essentially, that essentially couldn't get past. And we were wondering if you knew anything about that, or if there's any tunnels that lead to that area under the ground. Evangeline may have more information on like how far down he went, everything like that, but we just know that there was a point where he could not go any further.
Be cause for concern.
I don't think immediate concern. No, that's why we only raise it as a more of an afterthought at this point. We went through that original spell circle in the gardens. The time one. Nyah really noticed these hills are newish. So we just thought we would poke around a bit. But if that sounds strange or unfamiliar to you, then perhaps it's not immediate issue. But it's just, you can call it a Merlin moment. It's just one of those things we have a hunch about is all. Fine.
That's the other reason why I asked how well you knew all the tunnels and everything, because he mentioned that there was tunnels, caverns, whatever, running as he was going by. So
I'm pretty sure you guys went through some of them before.
Yes, yeah.
Even
So
lower.
maybe, well, that's why maybe some of the tunnels may connect into it. Maybe it's just a part of the castle that we may not have seen before.
Anyway,
Maybe there's a city underneath your city.
maybe the hill may not be a hill, is essentially what we're saying, but that's not a pressing problem, so we can deal with that in our free time if we ever have some again.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's not something pressing like Evangeline's saying, but it is something to kind of keep an eye on, because if it is another way into the city or into the castle, essentially, that is something to keep an eye out for, because that means there's a way underneath and up.
All right. Think about where we want to go. Is there anything any of you request of us, or all here in the same room? We're only here for fun times.
Can I borrow some more money?
He's like a little crack feeling itch in his neck.
Can I borrow some more money, Karen? No. No.
I think Crown can provide some funds for Pearly Life.
No, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. No.
Considering what you've all done, I think
This is-
the ward is pitiful.
Use it for the war.
So kind.
Giving you all money is using it for wars.
That's a fair point. All right. Really helps hear the jingle. She's like, I go through a lot of these healing potions.
Coinmaster see to it.
Later on, before we do leave, after we decide if possible, whether it's Moira or Minka, and I know how Minka feels about magic in general, but I can do an illusion similar to what I did for the wall for the castle to essentially put a barrier around the castle itself to essentially deter people, because it'll be an illusion, but it's an illusion that could be interacted with. So if they essentially are not bright enough, or they don't think about it, they can it'll be an impact, something that can't be passed through. So it could provide some protection for the king himself and for all of you guys.
A lot of people come in and out of
As I
this
said,
castle.
can people come in and out like
They can. Yes, as long as it's like I said, it is an illusion, so they just have
Like
to.
a regular staff member of the castle, can they discern this is fake?
If they are essentially shown it's fake, yes. you can be shown something is fake, but then at that point it'll be up to it. Like I say, if you guys want it, it'll help provide further protection for the king himself.
What are we
Castle's
gonna do
not being
again? What is
attacked.
this?
Wants to cast Mirage Arcane on the
Oh,
castle.
sure.
The
why
castle's not being
Go for it.
attacked. You.
As long as people can pass through, then
Okay. I would just need to be shown the highest point of the castle, essentially, to where I can see out. But we can deal with that at a later point. I just wanted to bring it up in case Moira or Minka had some concerns with it as well.
yeah, sure. Can go up with that.
Okay. So tomorrow, before we leave or anything like that, I can do it, and it'll last for 10 days. So
Oh, you're gonna do it tomorrow? Oh shit.
I have to wait. I have to wait till a day.
Yeah,
We
that means you can't teleport tomorrow, right?
Now wait, maybe don't, because if we leave tomorrow, we'll probably need that.
It depends. If we go to Samhanadel, I have the spell circle. So
I mean, if we need to leave Sahanadal,
I
go
thought we were
somewhere
gonna-
else.
I'm not worried. Never mind.
Or if we go south, or, just something right to do. It's your spell, let's just say it might come in handy.
it'll be fine. If we go to Samhanadel, we have the spell circle. So
I mean, you're the one who wants to go south, though, so if we all change our minds, then Rush Arcane might not be on the table anymore.
I mean, even if we go south, I can't really teleport us south because I don't know anything down there. So won't get us very far, even if we did just straight teleport.
Could, but sure. How's my father look?
Who?
Suspicious of him, and I don't know why. He's giving me weird vibes.
Did
He's
he
been-
bring up his mission at the council meeting?
Not at the council meeting. No, he was here beforehand,
Oh.
and like as you guys come in,
Oh.
you see he was speaking with Garen. And
I
everyone
see,
kind
I
of
see, I
I think
see.
he's been very quiet too this whole time.
Who's here?
He's here. He's
Oh, okay.
mostly. He hasn't even sat down with everyone. He's kind of like standing off to the side,
Gotcha.
to like kind of listening.
He was there apologizing for his daughter being a failure before we showed up. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, I'm gonna fight you.
He was probably threatening King Garen with the loving of his daughter.
Wait, how did he look?
Insight check.
He was actually giving Garen the key to her.
I have advantage because he's my father and I know him. Damn it, come on, man! I'm gonna swap these stats, I swear to God. This -1 sucks. Fine.
It's
Oh my
appropriate. Did
God.
you haven't seen him in a while before this?
Yeah,
it's
it's been like months. Inside is so bad.
Oh. 9.
9.
He seems stoic.
The fuck are you?
Mostly stoic. In a general sense that he's proud of your position in being able to make such a kingdom.
Out here, we trying. Cool. I've got for the meeting.
I think we've kind of spent a lot of time with them right now, so
That everyone kind of gets up, and some people leave. Lilith will say hello to everyone. Will give White a hug.
Aww.
And she says, "It's always good to see you."
I don't hear shit from the rest of you. Look at that. A confession of love.
Moira will walk out, stoic face. She looks at Tharvol, nods, looks at Varlin, and the ever so slightest smile
Yes,
across her
I
lips.
light up. I light up
Ah!
like a bulb, baby.
He's gonna origami her a love letter later. Love it.
Garen will up to Evangeline. A moment of catching up and glad to see you safe. I knew you would be safe and trust you and so.
I will tell him gift he's given me has ensured my protection. It's been helpful. And I'll say I actually have something for him. I'll like make sure we're kind of like not super obvious, but I will pull out. I think this one looks different. It is the same item, and I asked multiple times and no one wanted it, so I'm giving it the fuck away. My love. I think this one would have more of like a black heart, maybe more of like a silver chain, whereas I think the one he gave was probably a little more like traditional, nice looking. I'll say I know it looks different, but effectively the same thing. It's kind of ironic I ran into one on our travels, but you might. I don't know. I would like the protection on you as well. And I give him a periopto fluid closure. Wow!
Wow, I could have used that, bro.
I asked
What do you
multiple times who
mean?
wanted it. No one
What?
wanted it.
No, I'm just fucking
I
with you.
did.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No one wanted it. I'm putting it on
I'm
him.
just chilling. I can't have more than 5. That's enough. That's enough for me.
Mine's like gold and red, and his is black and so.
And really thoughtful of it. He won't ever need to.
I hope not. At least not while I'm gone. Aaron, I have a question for you. Possible to ever have an audience with your mother, Queen Elaine? Not right now, of course, but might be here another day or two. Who is she? It's a complicated question, I'm aware, but
Only the nicest person she could be in.
Spoken to her?
She's well. Yeah, I speak.
Really regularly. I think she'd be open to. I could certainly try. Tired. Doesn't seem to stop, does it?
I think we're all very tired, but a long ways to go.
Mm-hmm. Go say hello to my father. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, perhaps.
I could find Uriel before she does. She'll probably find us talking.
Okay.
I want to ask Uriel, hey, listen, I know you know a lot of people, like strong people, like warriors and adventurers and stuff. Listen, could you recommend anybody? Because whatever's in the east, I think could help us. And if I don't think we're going to get there. Do you know anybody that, like a team, a small team, I could maybe hire? Would you recommend anybody? I'm assuming you Ashen Cloaks will be busy, but
I think that most of the people I'm familiar with are preoccupied with the war. However, something does come to mind. Agerfell.
Gonna say that.
what'd you say?
Agerfell is a place of lawlessness.
Oh, it's the
There are mercenaries there. Mercenaries that likely can't find work here in a place. I'd be able to find someone there crazy enough to go there. Possibly skilled enough to accomplish something.
All right.
If you go there, there's a fighting arena. If you look there.
A fighting arena. Okay, gotcha.
right there is. We never participated in that.
Chris, abstract question, but about how many miles are we from Daggerfell? Say I windwalked. Could I make it there in a day?
Let's.
It's like right in that middle, like similar.
Honestly,
Could this be a day trip with windwalk?
It's
I
like
would
in,
say, yeah, you could probably left in the morning. You can make it there in the evening.
Okay.
Naif is busy. I'm sure Maple could be persuaded, assuming
thought
he's
they
not
were
busy
busy.
with
They're not
tasking from Keyleth.
Ooh.
Naif's just here. I don't think she has any immediate plans. Mayhaps the previous party kind of formed together, maybe grab some people from Daggerfell, and they could go to the east.
I thought about that, but yeah, they're already gone.
they could.
No, I meant who's here. Maple and
Oh, my bad.
Naif could maybe grab some people from Daggerfell and go east if we really want to send someone.
I mean, they could. Naif could go.
If we're not
east
going,
for-
I'm definitely sending somebody. I don't care.
I mean,
Look, I want to go east.
No, I know. We don't have a
want
lot
to
of
go
time,
there
though. We don't have a
first.
lot of time.
I want to go there like second or third.
Yeah,
but I definitely want to
I don't
go.
even know if we're going to have time then, because we're going to be nose deep in orcs, probably.
that or Naif and Maple could go to Daggerfell for us and find more information out about it, because maybe someone in that city has.
No one has information. It's fucking ancient. We just need people to go.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's probably been there at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure they're dead by now, or an elf. Either way.
We're horse for lore though, Pete. We gotta go
I
to
know,
the east. Are
but-
you kidding? I'm a whole for
We went to an
lore.
ancient
I'm
city
all
and
for
got
lore.
nothing. What do you mean?
Couldn't read anything.
Yeah,
but now
I know.
We might be able to read it.
I know. I don't
Still
know.
got a good amount.
I don't know, man.
I mean, a sense of we can
We didn't get much about
A
that
little
city.
thing, yeah.
1 to 3.
Episode mini arc again.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with everyone,
I mean, obviously, you guys don't have to like answer that now, but just something to think about. We could
Yeah, we got
do something else. Maybe build up some characters from Daggerfell.
I mean, actually, that might be a good thing. Like, if we send, like, let's say we have Naif go to Daggerfell for us and build a party for us, essentially at Daggerfell of people to go east for us. Maybe we could go that route. Yeah, because we trust Naif to pick at least decent people.
That way, the lore whores can get their lore. And
the lore horse.
we can still accomplish what we want to in game.
I do need.
I mean, that might be a plausible
You
thing
can't
in
drop
general.
Ancient Kingdom and be like, yeah, they're ignoring that beat.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately,
matter, it's
I
years ago.
dropped that in the very beginning of the
yeah,
campaign.
a long time
We
ago.
did, and we never explored it because it was just.
Can't believe no one brought it up. You fucks.
I
I
kind
thought
of
it was
forgot.
just. I
Yeah.
thought it was just empty space. I'm not gonna lie.
We just had so much shit.
We went like 2 years in this campaign without even
Yeah, no, nothing.
once.
Like C-Chan. What the fuck is C-Chan? No one mentioned this stuff.
Oh, that I don't know what that is either.
No one mentioned anything like this.
Okay, so C-Chan,
That might
guys
be
did
new.
have a little bit of information on that. I'm not sure what happened to the people that were there before. However, you know that Arcadia used that as like a sort of footstep
Ooh.
Get here.
to get to Asherland.
Gross. That's gotta
Ooh.
go.
Oh, we haven't heard of Seachan. I haven't heard of Skier, New Hill. Hadn't heard of that. That's new.
Fire.
That's the farming town. That's
yeah.
new.
I mean, that
Oh,
one
summer
hasn't
guard
been
recruits
too-
are there. What? That's cool.
Yeah, this is all kind of new info.
Are you talking about New Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah. So New Hill is where they get trained.
Galotsk, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Which one?
This is
yeah.
all.
And
it's
I
all-
thought that island was the east for the longest time.
So that island over there.
What the fuck is that?
That sounds cool as shit, by the way. Massive citadel.
Wondering
No one
though.
knows what
This
it's
is
for.
all part of the season 3 expansion.
Yeah,
pack.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit here
It's
even
all
we
this
didn't fucking
DLC,
know about.
bro. Can't wait.
So the reason why you guys haven't heard that is not too many people know about it. Again, it's sort of like the Roman
Excuse me.
civilization. That mass that mass over there, island or whatever. Who's really gotten to it, and all these sailors really
Have anything to
seen
say?
it. There's not
It's
a lot
not
of
sunk
sailors
though, right?
going. No,
Okay.
there's not a lot of sailors going up that way. So
Yeah.
it's information you don't often hear about.
Mm. It's not like there's like this active trade port. or
That
anything over
island, Oscar mentioned that island.
Did he?
there.
Yeah,
Did
so I think you guys asked like what other like
like stories?
information he had gotten in return for like trading in information that he was
And
given.
they told them about this island.
He mentioned that island.
Oh. Huh.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's most of the places.
Want to go to there?
And I want to clarify something about Summer Spire.
Summer Spire.
So around the area of New Hill, it's sort of like a hilly area, kind of going into the mountains, right? Those hills, that's not what Naif mentioned to Varlin and what has experienced when he went to the fire is built upward.
Okay.
The flat area. It's not quite a mountain. It's a little larger than just a hill, right? It's sort of built on like this. I call it like a small plateau or cliff or something like that. That is in the middle of what everything around it, flatlands. Those hills, not what I'm talking about. So there's one hill that's out of place.
Right, and it's
Summer
that's
Spire.
the hill
Right,
Summer
and
Spire
that's
is
the-
built on, literally.
Right.
Gotcha.
Huh.
They built over
'Cause
something else, and I want to know what they built over.
That I know, like you were kind of saying, like, oh, there's some hills that weren't here before. No, it's just one
Oh, the
hill
one
that
now.
wasn't here before.
It's
I
a
really want to
massive
know what-
cover up, guys. We should ask Elaine. Elaine probably knows.
Maybe. Maybe that's why Arcadia wants this land so bad.
I mean,
A powerful nexus under the castle.
Maybe.
So I
I could dig
think
tomorrow and find out.
with that, we
Yeah.
can wrap up this session. If
Yeah.
you guys want to browse through the tattoos, do that, and then
That's
really,
right.
you guys can finish this discussion of what exactly you guys want to do.
We voted. We're done. We're going to Solana, though. That's it. I
Oh.
think, right?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. We had
That's good. That is still
The
good for going.
information that you have, just we can say Sahanadel for now. But if anyone really
Yeah.
has any other crazy ideas or really wants to change their mind, just think about it. You guys have some time. You guys don't have to make it immediately. There's a lot of ideas thrown around, and I don't want you guys to feel like you have to make a hasty decision.
No, like I said, I understand where they're coming from on wanting to go to Sahanadel. I do.
What did
If
you vote
we-
for?
Huh?
What did you vote for again?
The
He
South.
was
The
trying to
cities?
go
Okay, the
south.
cities. Okay, gotcha.
Report, yeah.
Yeah, really, I think we should focus our attentions on Arcadia right now, but Sahanadel
Really,
such a
when
good
I
point.
when I present you guys with these choices, of course, like there's going to be story implications of not going to one area. I don't want to punish you guys for not choosing certain places. So I'm going to be like, everyone
They go to the
Sahana
east and
dies,
everyone's
like,
dead, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is sort of similar to when I introduced these choices in the very beginning of the game. That area to the east, in Arcadia and the north, it was really like deciding, like, hey, what kind of campaign do we want to play? Do we want to do like a dungeon diving, sort of more combat oriented game? That would be going to the east. I want to do like very role play heavy, sort of like what's the
Political intrigue.
political intrigue. That would have been going to Arcadia. Sort of a middle ground would have been.
We wanted the
going
high
to,
fantasy world threat.
Right, that would have been going to the north, and then that's really what I'm asking you guys. What I want you guys to make.
Look,
Sort of
I'm
thing
not
that you guys
opposed to going to Esterport, but if we go there, like I want to roll in, like we're going into the landing on Dalit. Like that's just that's my condition to going. If we can't do that, then I am not
Fucking
going.
shock and awe right now. He wants to roll in like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The video there.
I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to know everything
Yeah,
that
I
happens
didn't watch the
world
whole thing.
beforehand.
I mean,
I need
but
to
the
go
thing
east.
is, we don't even need to go to Esterport. If we just go to Sinestra, relieve them of all of their issues so they can focus on one area instead of fighting on two fronts right now, that frees up a whole another realm of people. Then we could go to Sahanadel. That's all I was thinking of is freeing up so they are not fighting on two fronts right now. Because right now they're fighting on two fronts.
Yeah, I mean, we know if we go down there, it's gonna be down there where we're gonna kick ass and take names. Like, there's no, oh, we're gonna talk to. No, it's boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Landing of Dalit is very reminiscent.
Yeah.
Beach landing.
Yeah, it's we get there and we fucking fight.
Fighting immediately.
Yeah. Kind of I want to go. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to use the sword.
That's the only way I want to go in there.
Yeah, I agree.
If that ain't happening, sorry, we ain't going.
Definitely agree. We could hit Sinesta, then hit the east, and then come back and do a little loop. I think if we're gonna go east, we
clockwise motion. You know what I'm saying? We could do that.
Kind of what I'm thinking. I think if we go east,
clockwise
we need to hit one of those. We need to hit Sinesta. We should at least hit that on the way.
Let's just take our ship, go to the east, and then hit White Sage and go up the fucking hill. Go up.
We could go down south and then do like Varlin said and fucking smash into Sahanadale like fucking Thor and Endgame.
We smash White Sage, Old Marsh, Roving Hills, finally take Esterport, move up to Greytown and head over. Oh no, wait, not Greytown, Sahanadale, and then move over.
But again, if we're going down there, definitely the
Maybe
landing is.
I don't give a fuck about White Sage.
I want you guys to do what.
Secrets older and darker than history can recall.
I know! Look at the description!
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna do what the party wants to do, but obviously, like coming back from somewhere, an ancient city, whatever, right?
Didn't leave a good taste in your mouth.
That was an evil lair.
Regardless, we were going for an ancient artifact, and we came back with our heads held low.
Yeah.
And
we're humbled.
like obviously as a character, if that's where I came from, I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's go somewhere that we've only heard myths about.
Yeah,
like
I went there, I did no damage to anybody and got my ass kicked. So yeah, I want a weapon. That's my so yeah. I did literally like 10 damage during that whole fight.
Like we just came from somewhere where we were just like, oh yeah, legends, and we could use it. Like go from that to like, yeah, let's do that again. Like it just doesn't feel like realistic to me. Like it doesn't.
I get this point though. Yeah.
Like I don't want you to feel too bad about what happened.
No, I don't. But like I'm saying, like if I was to roleplay my character, and that was the mentality that we came back with, like, I would be like, all right, but this is a very tangible thing that we could take care of right now.
Well, see, that's the thing, though.
Like,
you
that's
feel
how
that way
I
with-
would feel.
But see, that's the thing. Like Evangeline and I went to Sahanadel, and we completely got like, I mean, we got fucked up there, and pretty much had to run out of Sahanadel. So we would feel the same way dealing with Sahanadel again.
Yeah, but
We're here
like,
for vengeance
thing
this
is-
time, bitch.
the thing is,
Running them out of
like,
town.
you know, Light isn't a bitch, so like he no.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I'm
But
That
sure.
is true. We have separate
to-
experiences in these places. So
Yeah.
Supposed to go to Sahanadel. But I think we should get at least Sinestra taken care of first, because, like I said, they're fighting on two fronts. Defeat one, then go to Sahanadel. So at least it frees one city up. That's all I was thinking of mostly. Freeing at least one city up.
again, like I said, we're gonna do what the party
Mhm,
majority
mhm,
wants. You know, so I don't care either way. But
My opinion will not change, but I will never go alone anywhere.
Mhm.
So,
I will say this: if we don't come back with anything great, I will be saying I told you so.
yeah, I'm used to that. I'm not worried about that.
I think for a while I wanted to do a side story of some characters in Sinesta and sort of defending Sinesta. But I think if you guys don't go east, I think that sounds a bit more exciting. I think we'll
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, not that I didn't enjoy like the prison break party. I thought that was really fun. I don't want to do that super often.
Yeah,
That's
same.
why I kind of don't want to send
I'd
people
rather hire
to the
some random
east.
people and get robbed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
That
mean,
would be
I
more RP
don't
for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really want to play random people, or even if it is, as much as I love Knife and would like totally be down to play a druid for
I like
a
to
bit.
keep our
Like,
separate
I want
parties
to be
special.
us. Like if we go somewhere, like I don't really want to like have a random party go east and we play them. I'd rather us go east. That's the, however, I do like the idea
that,
of
and
like,
then Chris just fucking like
He rolls one d20. A 10 or under, you get robbed. Over 10, you're good.
die at the end.
That's it.
You know, we
But
all
for
die at the
Sinesta,
end,
I
but the
do like
ending
the
is
idea-
still a happy ending. You know,
idea
because
for, like,
they
the
still make away with the Death Star plans. But you know, and then you know where the story goes. But those characters serve their purpose and they're dead.
Or straight TPK of that entire party.
That's
It's
what I
hard
just
to,
said.
God.
Did you
hard
not
to-
see
I
Rogue One?
I didn't hear all of it.
a lot of moving parts, so it's not like we can be everywhere for every story.
Yeah. It's hard to get you guys everything
Mhm.
from the one party.
Yeah, I'm super down for an alternate party in Sinesta holding the city. In fact, I loved that idea when you first said it. I was like, that's super cool. But I think for the East, I'd rather that be us if we're gonna go over there.
East Coast.
I mean, I'll play whatever party goes over there, whore for lore. As long as I get the lore, ultimately, I'm happy. But I would prefer main party goes to the East personally. At some point, who knows?
Roland and Star will just make their ways down there and
When are
just
we leaving the
fuck
capital? We got
everything
plans
up.
to leave the capital yet?
You know?
I think we're leaving in a day or two. I mean, really, we'll leave when we figure out a plan. I think I want to go get tattoos. That's going to have to be the next day. And then I want to go speak with the queen.
So that's a whole day.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. It
And
just
in
depends how
marriage?
long the tattoos last.
What kind? Are you getting a
ask
big
for-
tattoo or a small tattoo?
I'm
to
getting like a
ask
full
for
back
her son's
piece.
hand?
Full back piece?
You-
Full back
let's see
piece.
how long that'll take. Hold on.
Are you gonna ask for her son's hand?
No, I am.
Why
no,
not?
I'm
that's
the
gonna
one
take
who
a very
fucking
long
put her
time.
ass in
Is it-
prison.
not?
So
is it
no.
ornate? Is it ornate?
Oh yeah, no, the nicest.
Oh
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
8 3d10 hours.
Which is a
But
little
we-
crazy. I don't know how it'll be
we're
that
not
long.
necessarily going to go off of
Oh,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Because that could be 38 hours.
Evangeline's too scared to ask for Garen's hand because she might potentially also want Thorns.
I just need to know these things in
Oh,
case I
thank
want to make a
you.
day trip to, Dagger Town.
Oh, I see. But yeah, I mean, the queen is the one who is basically like coerced into trying to get Asherland fucking, under the Arcadian thumb. So I have some questions for her.